this turkey pretend just slices up very nicely. As you can see, you have a wonderful, savory tofu blend around the outside, and you have a sumptuous, traditional stuffing on the inside. I'm just going to take some cashew gravy, ladle it over. We'll add a few little cashews on top for some extra crunch. But cooking is my creativity, and I enter into a whole new persona once I enter the kitchen. Ta-da! Welcome to my kitchen. I am ZuZu Mama. Oh yeah, I'm ZuZu Mama, and I'm giving you recipes from my heart. Ta-da! And if you have long hair, you should tie it in a ponytail or wear a hairnet, or you can have a lovely fancy hat like I have, you know, because trust me, the person you least want to get a hair in the meal, they're the ones who get it. And now all I have to worry about is someone getting a braid in their meal. Our turkey pretend is going to have 4 blocks of extra firm tofu. So the next thing we need is a 1/2 cup of Bragg's. We need 3 tablespoons of oil of your choice. We need 3/4 cups of nutritional yeast flakes. You can get at any health food stores and most grocery stores now. You can have here, or we have 4 tablespoons of flour of choice. And if you're gluten-free, go for the rice flour. It works great. We have some thyme. We have 1 tablespoon of thyme, and we have 2 tablespoons of basil. We have 1 small onion, and we have 2 tablespoons of butter of choice. And you can use like Earth Balance or, you know, butter, whatever you like. And we have 1 batch of savory stuffing. Now here I've made a traditional stuffing, but which is made of bread usually. But I also would recommend a wild rice stuffing, whatever your family likes. And this is about 6 cups final of the stuffing. So go ahead and make a stuffing in advance and it'll be ready. Now, also what we have is a food process. And what you're going to do is, now what I do is, like I'm terrible, I will stuff everything in here. And it's not a good idea, but I get impatient. So I stuff everything in there, and then I'm like banging the machine like this. I'm shaking the guts out of the thing. You know, I'm going around with my scoop. And then by the time I'm ready to do the turkey, I find little hard bits of tofu still. So not a plan. So what you do is we're going to, I've actually put this onion in 2 bits. So you kind of hunk out pieces. This is cut in a few pieces. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to put 4 of these pieces in. Now. And just half all the ingredients. You know, in the end, when you put it in the bowl, you're going to be able to mix it again, but that is looking just peachy. All right, we're going to just load this back in with this butter pat. Generously use your loaf pan. You can also use a glass pie plate. You can also, ideally, if you can find an oval, high-sided oven dish, that would work well. Now, it seems rather generous, but that's good, you know. And I'm going to use this. It's a sticky mess, and because if I keep going back and forth to the sink, so I'm just going to pop these on. It might not work because it's going to get all glued on there, but what you're going to do is put quite a bit in there, like, you know, I'd say, oopsie, hunk. All right, which would have been worse had I put all of the ingredients in the blender. So you're going to work this around like this, you know, make it about, I don't know, like, have fun, like, it's great. You just like pat it around like sort of like a crust you would make, and you know, go up the sides. It can be probably about 3/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch thick. So you're going to do that. And isn't this exciting? Okay, now with the stuffing, you're going to just load it right in the middle. Okay, oops. Oompa Loompa, another dish. Oh, those sweet Oompa Loompas. Now, you're going to take the rest, and you're just going to kind of like put it on top like this. Right, so that's that part. Now, when you make the drumsticks, I always like to kind of just make a little bit of a hollow and then add in some of the, about 4 more tablespoons of flour into the mixture. And then you're going to just form those little drumsticks. Now you're going to bake this for 40 minutes at 350, and you know, I'm going to just build up this area here a little more. Now with this, you can, about 20 minutes in, you can just pop this in a bowl in your warming oven, and then you're just going to, you know, baste after the 20 minutes. So here it's ready to go in the oven. I have a cookbook. Yummy vegetarian recipes straight from my heart. Meatless Pretends by ZuZu Mama. And it has this recipe, but it has lots of other yummy recipes too. And you can get it on eBay for $12. So, saying that, I'd like to say thank you very much for coming to my kitchen, and I hope you stay tuned, because there's going to be a lot more recipes coming up. Bye!
Go.